Welcome to Morning with Mai. In this video, I will share with you how I plan for 2020 or 2020. If you like what you've heard so far, be sure to press the thumbs up icon to indicate that you like this video because it will help my channel to reach more people. And also, if you haven't done it, please be sure to click the subscribe button below and be a part of the Morning with Mai community. And throughout this video, please be sure to comment and add to the conversation. I would love to hear your opinions and suggestions. In the past, I have shared videos with you on how I plan for the day, how I plan for the week, and in this video, I will share with you how I plan for 2020. It is not just a new year, as you know, it's a whole new decade. Woohoo! Now, in the past, I have shared with you how I have two journals. One is the dump list and one is my calendar, the do list. Now, there are free calendars that you can use. It's available on the internet, and I will download them. Actually, I will provide you the links in my description below. But in the meantime, I also have a calendar that I decided to buy for 2020. It's smaller because the download that I can get that's free from the internet is the 8.5 by 11 in size. And that one is not always very portable. And I like a smaller size instead of the larger, smaller. So that way I can put it in my purse and be able to carry with me at all times. So I love to be able to have it so I can just write in my dump list and also on my calendar. And this is what I'm using as my dump list for 2020. I love it because it's black and it blends in and it's really neat. It has a little key lock here. It's a lock. It's not really a key lock, but it's a lock. So that way, and it has a little tassel and I know exactly where I'm at. So I can write everything that I know I need to do in this. And I call it the dump list because it frees me from having to mentally think about things in terms of to-do list, what I have to get done, and by writing it in here, it'll free up the mental space so I can use that to focus on creativity, thinking about things that need to be done, and come up with strategies on getting things done instead of trying to think of errands list or task list. So that's what goes on here on my dump list. And I recently purchased this calendar. It's at the place where they sell school supplies and office supplies. It's either Office Max or Office Depot or Staples. You can find this particular one and it's for 2020. What I really like is for this calendar, it's a daily calendar, and it has a tab here for the month of January, and in it each day you have it starts out at 7 in the morning. Of course, I start my day at 5, so I will use a blank space up here to start my day, and it goes all the way to, let me see, it goes all the way to 5 o'clock. However, it has the evening section here, so that way you can extend it, because my day goes all the way to 10 o'clock at night. It doesn't end at 5 o'clock. So what it does is it allows me to account for each hour of my day, what task and projects that I need, meetings and appointments. It allows for me to account for each hour of my day. And it serves to me like an assistant because it reminds me of what I need to do, where I need to do it, whom I need to speak to, where I need to be. So I like that very much. And as you can see, it's very compact. It's the size of, it says 4.8 inches by 8 inches. So it's 4.8 inches by 8. So it's just a lot, to me, it's a lot more compact, and I will be able to put it in my purse. And as you can see, they're just about the same size. And just to give you a comparison, the size that I used to have it that you've seen on my other video, it's a little bit bigger. as you can see, this is the, what, yeah. So you can see here that this is a little bit bigger. This is 8.5 by 11, whereas this one, it's a little less than, it says 8, but it's a little less than 8. Well, let me look to see if this one gives you a dimension or not. But I just know that this is like a regular size notebook, and then this is slightly smaller. So I believe that this would be considered compact if you're using the Franklin Covey plan, and this is just a regular size. Now, don't think that I'm throwing this out. I'm not. I'm using it to write down my script for my YouTube videos. I'm still going to use this. This is not being thrown out. And by having this combination, it allows me to capture the thoughts right away, and then have my planner with me, my calendar, my dump list, and my do list with me at all times. So then I know exactly what needs to be done and stay on track. To me, being productive is very important. I firmly believe that how we spend our time is how we think of in terms of our life. If we value our life, then our life is built up 1 hour at a time, 1 minute at a time, 1 second at a time. So in order to have a successful life, we need to successfully be able to use the time wisely. So for 2020, what I would like to do for myself, and I invite you to do the same, is to come up with an overall theme word for the year. This way it really helps you to focus. Now for me, for 2020, I picked the word action. That way, anytime that I'm in a bind, I'm not sure what to do, that word hopefully will help steer me in the right direction. When I think about it, it'll help me to take the action. Instead of hesitate, take action. Being afraid, take action. So that is going to be my theme word for the year. Now, I also invite you to come up with your own theme word for the year, as well as a theme song, because sometimes having that music really help you to motivate you, to give you that boost of energy, that just that oomph to help you get going. So for me, my theme song would be that Rocky song. Have you seen the Rocky movies? I have seen it in the past, and the theme song just really speaks to me. I love the Rocky theme song, so that's what I'm going to have on my playlist, is the Rocky theme song. Whenever I need to take action or have that little boost, I'm going to play that music. Now, the other thing too, by having the word for the year and by having the song for the year, is that it helps you, because sometimes you're going to need that direction or needing to know what to do, and instead of hesitating, that will be something that can help to guide you. So I encourage you to pick the word for the year and the theme song, because music is so important and it really helps us to be able to take on things so much better. Now, in addition to having the year calendar, what I'll do is when I flip through my calendar that I just showed you, I go in and I put in all the birthdays and anniversaries of my family and friends, because I think it's important that we celebrate those milestones with our loved ones. And also for my coworkers, my colleagues, and the people that I interact with regularly, I also put in their birthdays too, because I think, again, taking a minute to celebrate those milestones with the people is important. It's a feel good for the person as a recipient as well as you, because then you can take a minute to smile, to laugh, and also to say happy birthday to them. Now, I know for my family and friends, I usually surprise them with a serenade happy birthday song. Now, of course, I don't always have the best voice when it comes to singing. I just enjoy singing, and I don't mind sounding goofy and off key. I just love that if they don't pick up, which I would then sing right into their ears, but if they don't pick up, I will leave them a message on their cell phone or answer machine so they can listen to it at a later time. I encourage you to do the same when someone have a birthday. Be sure to serenade them with that happy birthday song. And don't worry about your voice. Even if it doesn't sound good or it sounds off key, it's the thought that counts, it's the action that counts, and it's you, it's your voice. So they would want to hear it. Now, once I have my theme word for the year, theme song, and the calendar with all of the anniversaries and birthday celebration written in. Now, you may laugh at this. I even write in my own birthday. Do you know why? Because sometimes I am busy and things can get out of hand and I forget that I have my own birthday and I might overlook my very own birthday and I don't want to overlook. So I write my birthday down in my calendar. Now I'm holding up this notebook because I wanted to make sure that I cover all of the tips and the hacks that I use for planning a new year, 2020. So that's why I'm holding up this notebook. Now, another thing that I would like to do is I know that there are 12 months in a year and 12 months in the year. And of course, what I like to do is divide the 12 months into 4 quarters. So each quarter has 3 months. And then I pick 4 major overarching goals for the year that I would like to work toward. And each quarter, I will write down the tasks that I need to accomplish for that quarter, and then I break it into the months and then the daily. So that way at any point in time, I'm working toward my 4 big overarching goals. Now, I will walk through one with you as an example, and feel free in the comments below to share your big goals with me. Now, for me, I know I need to lose weight. I went to see my doctor and he told me that I need to lose weight. So it's not a vanity matrix. It's for health reasons. I really need to lose the weight to make sure that I stay in the right weight for me. So for 2020, what I like to do is be able to lose the 60 pounds that I needed to lose. I know it sounds like a lot, but the way I look at it is if I divide 60 pounds into 12 months, that's like 5 pounds a month. So roughly about 1.25 pounds a week. That's very doable, and I plan on eating more nutritious food and eating in the right quantity, and to also kick up exercise. Now, if you have listened to my 20 habits to adopt and embrace in 2020, exercise was very high up on my list. And I will link that video in the description below or in the card up here for you to be able to see. Now, so what I'll do is I will divide up in every 3 months. I will have a certain amount of weight that I want to lose. And that way I can keep track with it. And for me, every Wednesday, I will weigh in. I call it Weigh In Wednesday. And what I would like to do, and I encourage you to do the same, is that I write my goal in the present tense as if I have accomplished it by the end of December. So by the end of December, I will write, I will weigh, and I will put in the weight that I need to be at. So that way I know that I am actively achieving it. It's a self-talk that is very important, because this way it signals my subconscious that it's something it's doable and it's possible and that it's achievable. So that's what I write in my calendar. Now, also, one of the things that I like to do is daily I review my goals, because when I look at it daily, I know that it's being accomplished and I'm working toward it, because out of sight is really out of mind. I don't want that to be the case. So daily I review my goals, the steps that I take to work toward my big goals. And I invite you to do the same. Now, in future videos, when I talk about my morning routine, I will do that as part of my morning routine, is to go through and look at my goals, my big goals for the year and the steps I'm taking into developing, into working toward it. Now, I hope that what you've heard so far is something that you can adopt for your life as well. Please be sure to click the thumbs up icon and give this video a like. It will signal to the YouTube algorithm to share my videos with other people who may find it helpful to adopt for their life as well. And be sure to click the subscribe button and the bell notification so that way as I put out new videos every week, you will be among the first to know. And I appreciate you for joining and being a part of Morning with Mai. And be sure to comment below how you plan for 2020, which is a new year and a new decade. And in one of my videos, I will link here, I go through and it's a look back of the 19 things that I'm grateful for and my look forward to 2020. I call it Goodbye 2019 and Hello 2020, and I will link it up so that way you can see it. I hope that you've learned something here and that it's you'll be able to have a takeaway that you'll be able to act on and adopt it as an action item for your life, which would make it better for you. And thank you so much for joining me and listening to my suggestions and advice and the things that I share with you that work for me. I hope they will work for you and enhance and make your life better. As always, I will say, have a healthy, happy, productive, successful, and fun day. Now go take